Tessa Virtue and Scott Moir. The gold medal darlings for Team Canada at this year's Winter Olympics are in Halifax today. Tessa and Scott made figure skating history at the Pyeongchang Games. They took home 2 gold medals, one team event, then the second in ice dancing, becoming the most decorated figure skaters in Olympic history.
But what are they doing in Halifax? Colleen Jones has the scoop for us tonight. Hi, Colleen, what's going on?
Hi, Preston. Hi, Amy. Well, you know what? It's like Hollywood's in Halifax, or at least Canadian Hollywood. Do you see those movie trucks behind me? And guess where I'm at, by the way? The set of Mr. D. They're shooting it here at a curling club. And it's been transformed into, you know, the famous high school of Mr. D. So just moments ago, Tessa and Scott were blocking their scene, it's called. There they are with Jerry D, rehearsing their scene before they actually go and do it. And I talked to Jerry D about kind of how this came to be that they got the Canadian royalty, the world's top ice dancing team, to be on his show. Here's what Jerry had to say.
Like every Canadian, I fell in love with watching them and what they did, and there's so much kindness that they exude and humility, and I just thought, man, they'd just be fun to have on the show. And I just reached out. Tessa and I followed each other on Twitter, and I just said, hey, I don't know, this is a long shot. And they were, and then I was on the phone with both of them, and they were both just excited to do it. And as everything you see in them on the ice is what you see off the ice. They're just really kind, really, you know, I don't think they realize how big they are. The cast has been freaking out that they were coming, and the crew, and my daughters, and everybody's pretty excited.
Yeah,
so
because they're adorable.
They
but
are.
You know, you're that same kind of humility, so maybe it's just bred into the Canadian way.
I don't know, but.
That is Jerry D, and they are recording the final season of Mr. D. I love that show. Now, come on inside, because we're going to find Tessa and Scott. They just blocked their scene. They are lovely, and I had my conversation. The curling club's been totally transformed. Here we go. Tessa and Scott in Halifax, and not with skates on.
It's so nice to be back. We love it here.
And we're going to see you back in Nova Scotia, by the way, for the farewell. What's it called? The thank you tour.
Canada tour.
Not
Yeah.
the
Never
farewell tour yet. Not yet.
Yeah, just one.
So long, maybe.
Tell me, I mean, the Olympics. I mean, I don't know how you ever come down from that high with the 2 gold medals, but what if, I guess here's no.
I don't think so.
Oh, man.
I haven't really
Gonna have to
been
here
able to
soon.
process it yet. It's just we've been go right since the games, and touring.
All things we
and
wanna do.
Yes,
It's very fun.
projects, and now hopefully we'll have some quiet time with our families and friends to really digest and let it all percolate.
Yeah, because
Somehow
people
I
keep
don't-
asking us questions like, are you going to retire, or what are you doing next? And I'm like, oh, we haven't caught our breath since the game.
I just unpacked.
we're probably the worst interview that you could do.
How did the Mr. D acting debut come
Oh,
out?
God.
Well, we were so grateful to hear from Jerry. He reached out, and we've been a long-time fan of his.
And what are you playing?
We're playing Tessa and Scott, so really out of our comfort zone. I was in wardrobe trying to figure out what I would wear if I was going to go to a school.
If you were Scott yourself.
Yeah, I'm really in my character's head today. This every once in a while I get to dress like an adult and pretend like I'm a contributing member of society.
You are that. Your virtual show, you know, your show on your reality show. That's what it was, like the Kardashians, but Tessa and Scott. Does that make you feel more comfortable on the set here, or to performing in front of thousands of people and the pressure of the Olympics make you comfortable here?
I mean, I think it's the professionals on set here, the incredible writers, producers, actors. I mean, everyone is bringing so much to the table. It's just a joy to be here and see the class with which they carry themselves. And I mean, they'll carry the scene.
We're hoping.
Right?
Yeah. My biggest fear is that we're going to be here till 9:30. I think I have like 3 lines, and I'm terrified that I'm going to keep them here way longer than, because they've shot all day. You know, we're just kind of popping in.
But it's fun. So much of it is ad-libbing, and that's fun because we're playing ourselves. We can just feed off of one another.
And do you guys always feed off each other like this?
Mostly,
Yes, or is it hard to
No, I love it.
We
I don't know
really
where to
are
put-
the worst interview.
No. So not the worst interview, aren't they, darling? I mean, really. I remember being at the Olympics and watching them win that medal, and it just, everybody around the world had such goosebumps. Not allowed to tell you anything about the scene except that they were acting, Tessa and Scott, as themselves. And pretty much the whole crew, by the way, in there is pretty gaga over the fact that the Tessa and Scott, we don't even need their last names. It's like Madonna, are here. Anyhow, pretty awesome.
They are so charming, aren't they? All right, thanks, Colleen.
They are that.
Colleen Jones live in Halifax
welcome.
for us tonight.